Guys, my name is Pedro. I'm an environment concept artist working in the games and film industry. And today I will paint an image like this one, which, as you can see, it doesn't have the best resolution ever, but I will do my best to try to copy everything in the best way I can. The first thing I did on when I was studying this is trying to block the things that most called my attention, which in this case it was the darkest areas, or maybe the things that you can clearly see as soon as you see the image. What is the thing that most called your attention? And for me, it was like the vines like falling on the jungle, and the darkest areas where the plants, where the light was not, where you have like a lot of ambient occlusion. And that's what I started painting once I had the sketch, because that was the best way to have like a clear guide on how to continue to paint such a high detail photo like this one. So here you can see how I paint those dark shapes, and once I had that, then I also try to figure out how the shape of the plant, of the leaf, it was going to be if I paint only the dark and not the plant itself. That's a pretty good way, like when you don't know how to draw something, then just focus on the dark shapes. That would be like the negative shapes, instead of focusing on the positive shapes. Also, because I was trying to get like a really painterly feel, I almost didn't try to use the lasso tool, because every time I use the lasso tool, everything starts to be like too sharp, and I don't like that, and that's why like most of the time I was just painting with my brush. I mean, you will see me using the lasso tool, but it was like 90%, 95% of the painting, it was by hand. Also here I was doing a sketch trying to copy some of the details on the image, but it didn't really help, because there was so much detail on this image, like so many plants, so many foliage, branches, vines, trees everywhere, that doing something so refined like a sketch, it was only going to make me get like a caught up on the details too soon. Because as you can see right now, I still have to draw the entire image, and doing a sketch to start adding detail, like fine details, it was like too soon. So I end up like not really using that sketch. It was only a little bit, and then I turn it off and I just continue trying to block, like I was saying before, blocking the negative shapes, dark areas, which it was for me the best way to guide me on such a difficult photo like this one. Something I always in during the whole painting, I try to focus, like most of my time I try to focus on the foreground, because many times the foreground is what is calling more attention. I mean, in this case is the thing that it has like the more rich colors, the most intense lighting, and that's why I was focusing only on that area. Once I was quite happy with the feeling that I had with the foreground, then I was starting to add some details in the background. here is when I realized that the background was like too simple, and the lighting from the photo, I was not getting that intense lighting from the sky, like between the leaves of the forest and between the leaves of the trees. There was like a really intense lighting. So that's what I tried to add, painting on a new layer. And I was not trying to really, for example, I was not trying to paint the vines and the trees in a new layer and then lock the pixels and start painting on top of the pixels. No, I was just trying to always paint everything on top of each other, being really messy. So every time I wanted to fix something, I was not going to erase it. Actually, I was just going to paint again. And that's a good way to achieve like a painterly feel. If I use the eraser, like for example, when we are painting, like when we are doing like oil painting, we cannot erase. We need to paint again. Maybe we can erase, we can use the, I don't know how to call it in English, the metal thing. I forgot the name, but we can use that to erase the thick painting, but most of it is going to still be there. Like you cannot erase it 100%. And that's the same thing that I was trying to do when I was painting this. Every time I make a mistake, then I will paint again. Then on this part, I was trying to add that intense lighting that I was having from the background, trying to create some contrast between the vines falling from the right side. That's why I add those strong colors behind them, to create some contrast and to create like a focal point. I was not trying to add any sharp edges on the background, because most of the background needs to be like really far. I mean, that's why it's the background. And that's why I was trying to create sharp edges and adding some texture on the foreground only, and not so much in the background. That was going to help me to achieve that focal point that I was having in the foreground in the photo. I also struggle a lot because the photo was really low quality. I mean, it was a little bit pixelated. So I had to find my way on how to solve, for example, what I was doing right now. I was just drawing plants from imagination because I was not really seeing those plants. But I thought, okay, this is a jungle. There needs to be a lot of different plants. And how do I do if the photo is so pixelated and I cannot see the detail? What should I paint? Okay, then one option is like to draw plants from memory, the ones that or maybe not from memory, just draw the same plant that I was seeing in the left side and try to draw like a similar plant on the right side with different colors, different lighting. And like no one is going to notice that because it's a jungle. It has like millions and millions of plants and different types of trees and everything. So if you have this kind of problem when you're drawing a dense photo with a lot of details like this one, then don't be afraid to go outside the comfort zone, like go outside what you are copying and just go ahead and paint something that you think is going to look good, even if it's not in the photo. So I realized that maybe I used that brush, the one that I'm using right now, maybe I use it too much for the background, and maybe adding some extra texture in the background would help to get that feeling of dense forest, like a dense jungle. But still, I learned a lot. I really learned a lot with this image, and it was super, super fun. And I really hope that you guys also enjoy it as much as I did. And if you have any questions about this or you need any help, just let me know in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer you.